What's up, guys? I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
We're back on Zoom.
Yeah, we are back on Zoom this week. Hey, everybody. COVID is still real, guys. I was potentially exposed twice last week on Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday we were shooting for Kev, and Friday was at the fitting, the actual fitting for the Chase commercial, the commercial that is super big and literally could potentially change my life.
Nice.
So I had to take a test on Thursday for the original production for the Chase commercial. And then once I found out about the whole potential exposure, I was like, all right, well, perfect. But then I got an email on Sunday from the Chase and was like, you guys may have been potentially exposed during the fitting. So we're scheduling you another test. So I had already scheduled another test with Transit. So I took a test this morning. I took a rapids. I was negative, but I have to take another test around 3:45 today for a different production. So it is.
The crazy thing is these rapid tests just be crazy inaccurate. Like Elon Musk, he said he took 4 in a day, 2 came back positive, 2 came back negative, and it was from the same test, same nurse. Erykah Badu said that one of her nostrils tested negative and one of her nostrils tested positive. And she said they needed to do a versus battle. So I don't know if it's just, poor equipment or, like Elon Musk said, there was something bogus going on. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I got a test yesterday just because I was living a little reckless. It was like I had to work in Vegas and we had like a Halloween party. So I just got mine Thursday. I got the results back negative today, but I'm still going to do a second test to make sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like we really can't even live life for real.
You know what's crazy?
Sit your ass down.
The testing sites are like kind of eerie, kind of apocalyptic. It's just like hundreds of cars in this giant like drive-through line that's like 5 lanes wide. And like when you get closer, you start hearing music. And then I saw this like shaggy-haired white dude that his hair was covering his face. He was playing the guitar on a microphone.
Where did you go?
It was Dodger Stadium. It was like
Dodger Stadium is huge.
Yeah, they have a huge test there.
Yeah,
and it was so weird. He was just singing like very like old music, so it just felt really apocalyptic. And he was just
they got the big screens up too. It just feels like you're driving towards your death. Like,
but here's the worst part. There's like a big sign that says "Turn to this radio station for instructions," and then you cut there, and in 2020, it's this old Orson Welles sounding recording with just like all this static, like, and it's like, "Thank you. You are getting a COVID test, which means you are protecting your neighbors, your family, and other Los Angelinos. Just know you are doing a good thing." And you're just approaching this like checkpoint with all these like hazmat people, and they're like giving you the test with these big
arm thing. Yeah.
And it was just like, yo, I wanna leave.
Yeah.
It was very strange, but I don't know what else there is to do. You gotta protect the people around you. So I just did it.
Like if the city or the country shut down for 3 weeks, I know that's hard to do, but literally only essential workers like police, EMS, firefighters, grocery store, and department stores, like, and gas stations, obviously. Just that, I feel like we could like completely turn this thing around, but people aren't going to sit their ass down, bro.
It's not
gonna do it.
If it hasn't gotten through to people by now, I don't know when it will, because the numbers are just crazy. I just heard about there's a really sad story. I didn't even bookmark it for today, but some kid that was 4 years old lost both of his parents within 100 days.
Oh.
Like literally like August to October or something like that. And they were both like, it was like they were like 29 and 34. It's crazy. So yeah, you guys, this shit is very real. So just stay your ass home for a cool, like a year. It's not that big of a deal. You could do a lot of stuff at home in a year.
Man, that is true. But it's like, bro, like if all you know is get up, go to work, you know what I'm saying, go outside, work out, all that type of stuff, it's hard to completely get off and that was your life for X amount of years. So I get it, but I also get like for the betterment of the country, not just you, not just your family, for the country, bro. There's no way, no reason why we're considered or looked at as one of the best countries in the world, and we can't get a handle on this. Like
I don't get it.
We just can't. They talking about closing down the city again. Probably January, bro. If not before January, they talking about doing it in January. They sent out. Did you see that thing about like what you can and can't do for not New Year's, but for Thanksgiving? They're like no more than like one family at a house, and
wow,
yeah, it was.
They closing the holidays,
but that's part of the reason.
That's how you gonna dictate? That's low key. That's a weird rule. That's like saying like because of COVID, every kid can only have one present this Christmas. It's like I don't get it. I don't understand why that. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's almost like if more people just got tested and had negative results, you could have bigger functions. You know, if everybody.
Here's the thing though, Pat, you can get tested and leave the testing facility and go catch it. That's number one. Number two, it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 days of your exposure for it to actually show up too. So you can get tested on, like how I got tested Thursday for potential exposure on Wednesday. It's not going to show up realistically until like Saturday to Monday. So like you can get tested, but you still run the risk of spreading it if you've been exposed to it.
I get that. I think we just need to chill. And
everybody just need to chill, man. Like I get
everybody
it. Chill. They need to listen. The government needs to give everybody Hulu, Netflix, and Prime for free.
Hilarious. That's very true.
Give it to them for 3 months for free. I'm sorry, for a full month for free. They need to stop all delivery charges on all the delivery services, the food delivery services. Just delete all the charges for that, and then the government work out some type of deal with these companies so they can get it, so we can keep as many people at home as possible. Like that right there, I think would greatly impact it. But you still gonna have people that are like, fuck that, I'm going outside. But if everything's closed, they got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying?
Nowhere to go.
Back. Huh?
There's nowhere to go. That's why that's why I don't understand why some people are like still asking me to do stuff. It's just like, bro, the city is closed. What do you want to do? Anything that's open is dangerous too. So
close the malls, close the beaches back, close everything except for the essentials, bro. Niggas gonna be posted up on Walmart parking lot doing parking lot pimping.
And it's what's crazy is that like this is probably the first time in history where the world just like stopped, literally, like the entire world stopped, and people, instead of just being like, damn, this is a good time to like slow down and pivot in some type of way, whether it's career wise or just in your own personal life and just like figuring some things down, but people are like, no, open the bars like right up. Like it's almost weird like how many people are like not seeing this as a opportunity, you know, to do something. But most people are just like, nah, back to parties, or I'm gonna sneak back to these parties. And it's very it's weird.
And it's messed up that like people even during these times are still like on some foolishness, bro. Like I saw your story, which was hilarious, about the person who stole your Amazon package and them bringing it back. They probably opened it, was like, what the fuck? Just
for anybody who didn't see, yes, I ordered, and it's crazy because they missed they took the wrong Amazon package because my package was fire last week, but this week it was just a little skit idea I had, a little series, So I ordered a George Washington wig. Okay, you know, a little powdered wig. I didn't really think it through because I have hair, but it was taken off of my porch, and I went out there. It said it was delivered. It wasn't, and then the next time I was on the porch, it was thrown back, very obviously thrown back, half opened. So I love that because I just love the moment of a thief opening it and seeing a George Washington wig. But it's crazy. This COVID thing is just turning people into animals.
Yeah, it's crazy. Between people stealing packages getting delivered, like already destroyed and beat up, and then like the whole, what is it, the PPE, like people doing the scamming with that. It's just like these.
Oh, with the unemployment and all that.
It is crazy times with the scams right now, dog. And it's
Scamming is big now. They got rappers giving you full breakdowns on how to scam, how to get over on unemployment and all this stuff. It's weird how big scamming is. Detroit is like the leader of that right now.
it's crazy. It almost seems like these people are already listening to the amazing podcast Scam Goddess. All right. And this is a podcast where you get to join the congregation and listen to the podcast phenomenal sweeping the podcast players around the world. And I'm talking about Scam Goddess with Lacey Mosley. Lacey Mosley, aka the Scam Goddess, loves fraud, hoodwinks, hoaxes, and double crosses, which is why she created her podcast, Scam Goddess, a podcast dedicated to all things fraud and those who practice it. Now,
fraudulent, Tony would say.
Each week, Lacey is joined by hilarious comedians to talk about the hottest hoodwinks, greatest grifts, and dubious double cross in history. And listeners send Lacey their own stories of scamming and being scammed. Just make sure that your scams are retired. Lacey's not trying to snitch on anyone. You guys get to hear tales of polygamists, lying to the government, fake doctors, Tinder swindlers, and shady activists you may be following on Twitter, with special guests like Nicole Byer, Trixie Mattel, Joel, Kim Booster, Gabby Dunn, and more. Check it out, Scam Goddess, right now. You can subscribe on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
I gotta start watching this because I almost got scammed big time. I tried to sell some shoes on eBay. And I guess when you make an eBay account for the first time, the scam artists swarm you because I guess there's this thing where people they say they'll buy your stuff, but then they're like, hey, you know, I'm in the army and this is a gift from my homie. Can you just throw in a gift card real quick? And it was like a really weird ask. And they're like, yeah, I'll pay you back, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, nah, I'm just going to sell you the shoes. And then the other guy who was interested in the shoes said a gift card too. So I started doing my research. Apparently that's one of the biggest and most common scams in the game. And they almost got gift cards as a huge play in these scams. So I gotta check this out.
So what happens? Like you load up a gift card, you send it to them, they just never pay you back?
It's something like that. But apparently gift cards is one of the last like unchecked thing in terms of like in the scam world. So everything is done through putting money on a gift card and then I guess like taking the money off. I don't really know too much about it, but I guess that's why you gotta watch the Scam Goddess. It's a lot of stuff you gotta know out here because these predators are out here.
That's crazy, bro. Who's trying to get me on the scam joint real quick? The scammers on like for Facebook and stuff like that, they've been getting better. Like you remember when it first came out, the F was backwards. They had the wrong address for Facebook, all that type of stuff on the emails, right? Like,
wow,
has been breached. Click this link to reset your password, all that type of stuff. Bro, I got an email yesterday that looked so legit. I had to send it to the group chat. I was like, yo, y'all get one of these before? Is this real?
What was the email?
Huh?
What was the email?
It was like your account is scheduled for deletion. because of copyright infringements. And I'm thinking like, what did I use? I didn't use no songs, but I do use songs sometimes, like on my promos and stuff like that. But usually it's copyright free. So I'm like, damn, did they get me for one of these? So I put it in the group chat, and they was like, nah, delete immediately. That's fraud, bro. Like they're trying to get you. But like everything looked legit. They had the blue bar. The F was perfect. They had the right address. Everything.
I heard that the way around that is to click the actual email that sent it to you, and more than likely it'll be like facebook@gmail.com or something super fake.
This one looked legit. This one really looked legit. That's why I was like, oh, they getting better at it.
Oh, that's the biggest scam in social. I know people who fell for that left and right, got their pages deleted at like 300,000-400,000 for just really, literally like stealing somebody's business from right under their nose. So, I mean, if you are on social media, don't ever fall for those things, and don't ever the links. Don't ever put your password and log in anything besides the actual social media app. If they give you an alert that you're not sure about, go back to the app and check through the app. Do not listen to any emails, text messages, none of that shit. Because my thing is like, I hate thieves. Like I hate scammers, all that stuff. However, the process is so interesting to me. Like I love Ocean's 11, heist movies, all those, like, you know what I mean? Like the pickpockets, all that. It's really, really interesting, but I hate the thought of.
Yeah, you hate it when it happens to you. You despise the art, but the way that they do it, it's like, bro, if you just use your powers for good, you just keep going to the dark side with these powers, bro. This is.
And sometimes that happens, like with the Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio, that guy who was like the biggest scam artist ever. They actually ended up hiring him because at that point, sorry, this beanbag is all over the place. At that point, you're just, man, you're too smart. You broke all of our firewalls. Where are the holes? We will literally pay you to get through these security holes so we can figure it out. Because I mean, you gotta, even they respect it at that point. Which is nuts.
So real quick, I'm gonna just jump off topic, man. I joined this new app called Clubhouse, right? I don't know. Have you heard about it yet, Pat?
No, what is it?
Clubhouse is like, it's a invite only type of app where it's basically like chat rooms, right? But it's all audio. Like you can hear everybody, and there's a stage, and the stage is the people who created the room, or the people who are talking. You can invite other people to the stage to talk, and then other people can just listen in on what you're talking about. So Tony Baker and Sabrina jumped in last night. I think it was Tony Baker's first time, and so I just jumped in, and it was we ended up talking for like 2 hours. It was probably about 17, 18 people in there. Spank from Plastic Cup Boys jumped in. Knife Wonder jumped in, and we were talking about our favorite movies. We gave our top 3 favorite movies. And so a couple people had given like Star Wars movies. And I did not know this. George Lucas, after his first movie, got in a really bad car accident. And when he was in the hospital, he said to himself he wanted to make a movie about God and the devil, or good and evil, and the Holy Ghost, or the Holy Spirit. And so fast forward to Star Wars, right? You have the good with the Jedi,
okay,
and the bad with the dark side, like Darth Vader, and the Holy Spirit, or the Holy Ghost, is the Force. And that's
wow.
You had to believe it, you had to feel it, and all of that. But like supposedly, that's the whole theme and the whole origin of Star Wars. Because he knew that if he had just did it like, you know, the God and devil and the Holy Ghost, like nobody would watch it. Like that was too radical and all of that. So he hid it in the theme of the movie. And
was that based on him being grateful that he survived?
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
That's crazy, because I've heard that connection of the Force being like, you know, it's kind of like God, or it's kind of like this, but to find out that that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's super. That almost makes me want to watch it.
Blown away, because Knife Wonder was tough, because Knife Wonder is a big Star Wars fan. I had no idea, man. It was so cool. Like the good thing about um, Clubhouse is that it's like Zoom audio if it was just audio, but even like if we started talking right now, it'd cancel one of us out. Nobody gets canceled out, so you hear every word that everyone says. For some reason, like people just kind of like naturally pause and let other people talk. For some reason, it's not like Zoom. Like I don't know what the video aspect does to where we end up talking over each other, but this is something completely different, man. And when I get my invites, I send you one because it's pretty dope. And like you can create rooms, private rooms, public rooms, whatever. The one thing I will say is not a safe space. So like, you know, you have to watch what you say because I think people will record you, shit like that. So, but I've been seeing Joe Budden on ever since I joined. Joe Budden's been on there, but I see him on there every day, and I'm thinking that they haven't figured out a way to monetize it yet. I don't know if they're going to do like a subscription based to the whole app, or you have to subscribe to certain rooms and pay a certain amount, or what. But I think that's going to be one of the next big things right there, bro.
It's just like Zoom? It's just like a chat room, or
nah, bro? It's like, let me see. Let me see if I can.
Clubhouse. I've never heard of it.
So, see if you can see this, but this light is horrible on it. So, like, you can go through here. There are different rooms. You can follow people, and like these are the rooms that are currently got something going on. You can search rooms. You can start a room, find people, all that type of stuff. Like right now, D Smoke got a room. Rob Hayes is on here. It's a lot of people on here, bro. Like I'm like I say, when I get an invite, I'll send you it so you can check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out. That sounds cool.
Yeah. Actually, you know, let me see if I can do it right now. Boom. All right, I just sent you one, Pat. I had one. I guess they give it to you after you've been doing it for so long. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check this out. Clubhouse. Drop in audio chat. Oh, so you're not looking at anybody?
No, it's just audio, bro.
Ah, got it. Interesting.
But bro, when I tell you I was on there for like 2.5 hours, and it was just like it was super chill. There's no pressure, anything like that. It was pretty cool though.
That's super lit.
Yeah.
Okay. Clubhouse. All right, that was just genuine interest in an app. That wasn't an ad or anything. Yeah. What do we have left? Should we go straight for Florida man, Georgia woman? There's so many. Let's start with a conversation piece.
Let's go.
This was something by Hollywood Unlocked, and I like to hear your answer would be very straightforward, but I'd like to hear from everyone else. They said your guests have overstayed their welcome and it's time for them to go. How do you politely tell them to leave? What is your strategy?
I guess is this guest at your house, like at a function, or this guest that like a house guest that's staying with you?
This is I want to maybe both. I was assuming it was like a function.
Okay, so if it's a function, I'm not about saying, all right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up, start clean up everything, and get up out of here in like 30 minutes. And me saying get up out of here like 30 minutes is me basically saying it's time for y'all to get the fuck out in 30 minutes or less. And then but most of my friends are perceptive enough to once they see me start cleaning stuff, they'll come over and help, and they kind of get the gist of what I'm doing and what I'm saying without me having to say it.
I think we're talking about those people who just for whatever reason, and it's one of the most baffling things ever. They just don't.
I had somebody, a mutual friend of ours, who would not leave after an event. I'm gonna text you who it was.
Oh, thank Jesus. Bro, hilarious.
When I tell you he came late, he came when it was about 30 minutes before I was gonna start wrapping it up. And then he stayed like an hour after everybody left. And I'm just like,
Alone by himself?
Yes, just sitting at the table talking. You know, he brought like a 3 liter, one of those 3 liters from like Food for Less or something like that, and he took it with him, which is good because I was like, we're not gonna drink that. Go ahead and take that with you. He's like, yeah, brother, I was planning on it. I was like, cool.
Talking about soda or a drink?
Soda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he took that with him, and it took me literally saying, all right, brother, it's time for you to roll. Me and my old lady, we ready to lay it down there. So it's time to oh, okay, brother.
Don't give up the mannerisms too much.
Say what?
I said, don't give up the mannerisms too much. Bro, that is too funny. I definitely have a couple friends like that. And it's just like, fam, like I know people who would stay even if I did the thing where I was like, all right, I'm going to bed, and I would literally knock out, and they would just still be there. They're just like, all right, I'll let you, bro. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the whole, a big one is me going somewhere, because I will literally leave my own house and go somewhere just to get around whatever I'm trying not to say. Because I don't want to just be like, all right, I'm about to get up out of here and I'll dip and go somewhere.
Yeah.
So they go too. But yeah, that is the most awkward shit. I hate that so much.
Yeah. One time I changed clothes. Like I was at the party, at the get together at my crib, and I had on like, you know, a shirt and some jeans and all of that. And I started cleaning up, and I feel like people didn't take the hint. So I literally went in the bedroom and put on like some gym shorts, a tank top, and I came back in my robe and slippers. And then everybody was like, oh shit, okay, all right, we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. We see what's going on. I'm like,
hilarious. That was
just changed clothes. It was like, bruh, come on, man.
It was just the unsaid.
Don't make me say it, baby.
It's just like, all right, you just come down in a full robe, nothing on underneath. It's like, all right, man, we're packing it up. My bad.
Hold on. Lazy Cajun said she went and hid in her closet before. What are they still there though?
What would that do? What would that do?
Oh,
good. They're just gonna be like, hey, where'd Lazy go?
They gonna stay there until that liquor's gone. You understand me? They gonna stay there.
And gonna open the closet to get their coat and see Lazy Cajun just sitting there in the fetal position. Like, where did you go? This is where you went?
She didn't went to sleep. She in the closet sleep in the fetal position because she been in there for so long. Yeah.
That's the worst.
Definitely had that happen though, man. Definitely had that happen. I had a house guest when I first moved out here. This dude was staying. He ended up staying with me because he fell on hard times. And he was a friend of a friend. He wasn't even my friend like that. And so I let him stay on the couch for, I think we agreed upon like 2 weeks to a month the first time. He was gonna find a job and then he was gonna give us some backpack. So 2 weeks goes by and bruh ain't looking for nothing. Like he just gets up in the morning and start watching Sports Center. Like,
that's the worst. I don't get that.
I don't even watch Sports Center. You know what I mean? Like I don't watch it. At the time I wasn't watching like that. So I'm like, every time I come in the living room, you watching something that I don't even want to see. And so it got to a point.
This was 3 weeks in?
Huh?
This was 3 weeks in?
This is 2 weeks in. So the third week, I'm like, hey bro, so what's gonna be your move, bro? You know, I got a couple interviews this week. All right, cool. I need to know the progress. I need to know how they go. So when you finish your interview, come back. Let's break bread and talk about how it went. And then if you need a role play, you know what I'm saying, in these interviews, let's do that. Let's make sure you're getting on your feet in a week. And so I knew if he had got a job, it still was gonna take 2 weeks for him to, you know, get his money together before he can move out.
Right.
Which I'm cool, but I just got to see you making an effort. So that fourth week come around, bro, he ain't made no effort. I feel like on my part, and I ain't seen nothing. I was just like, bro, you gotta bounce, dog. And like he act like he wasn't gonna move. So in comes Blicky. Sit it down on my lap while I sit down. My dude, I've been nice as I can be. Okay.
Wait, before that, what do you mean he was acting like he wasn't gonna move?
Like I'm trying to talk to him, he's still looking at the TV. He ain't even giving me the courtesy of looking me in my eye while I'm having a conversation. And he not sitting down looking at the TV. He laid across the futon looking at the TV, listening. He's like motioning, but he ain't looking at me. So that's when I'm like, my God, let me get your attention in a different type of way. But yeah, man, because my roommate at the time, my boy Felix, he was cool with it until he wasn't, and he wasn't
right.
around the time when I wasn't. So he was like, right. But Felix is very docile, so he wouldn't have said anything. Me, right. My boy.
I feel like docile isn't really a word that describes you.
Not at all. Not at all, man. I'm super cool. I'm super chill until I'm not. And it takes a lot to get me there. And it's like, my thing is like, bro, if you not do something, clean the house. Every time I come in, make sure the dishes are good. It's the least that you could do. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no money. He ain't buying no food. We cooking extra, make sure he got food, all that type of stuff. He ain't bringing no toilet tissue in the house. You ain't doing nothing. Nothing. Okay. You know what? Get your bald head ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Bald niggas be thinking that they got the safe. Nah, man. Get your buff, bald head ass up out of here. It's your
wait. You sat down with the blicky, and then what happened?
Then he set up. It was like, yeah, man, I'm trying, to get everything together and all that. I was like, bro, that time is come and go. You gotta find somebody. He's like, because I know he was talking to a couple of chicks. I was like, you need to holler at one of these chicks to see if you can stay with them for a little bit. But you got to get up out of here. I got family coming. So, I didn't have family coming, but I just really need
to. Yeah, I feel like I don't understand lazy people who like don't have a plan. But if you're lazy and like inconsiderate of the situation, and yeah, that's super weird to me. To like just wake up and just be like, all right, I'm not doing shit today. But they feed me. Like that's just such a weird mentality.
As a grown man, bro, he was older than me and my roommate. I think I might have been 28 at the time. My roommate was like 27, 28, and he's like 36 at the time. And I'm like, bro, you mooching off of 20-year-olds, dude.
Yeah.
Getting up doing stuff like shaving his head and not really cleaning out the sink. I'm just like,
leaving hair everywhere.
I don't do nasty bathrooms, bro. I don't do that nasty kitchens. Oh, bro.
He was leaving nasty stuff in the bathroom and stuff.
He was like leaving hair, like residue from the shave, and it's like,
nah, man.
Like I'm the type of guy, like I clean out the shower after I use it. I don't want nobody to see my pubes. I don't want to see nobody else's pubes. And these are conversations I had with my roommate before we moved in. It was like, hey, man, this is the type of person I am. This is the level of need I am. I need you, if you can, to meet this. You know what I'm saying? And let's not leave no dishes in the sink. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do your day, let me know. I will take your day. You take my next day, but let's not leave no dishes in the sink. Like, let's lift the seat up. I don't do the whole, I can aim it. Nah, let's not even chance it. Let's not leave it to chance. Lift the seat up. Let's not forget to flush. Let's do all of this shit. That way, everybody be cool. Bro, I saw that stuff in the sink, and I'm just like,
nope.
Big, buff, bald head bastard. Get your ass. It's not my fault, okay? You want to rock the baldy, that's what you should have did. But I know you see me in here with a head full of hair. That's not my fault. You should have got Keith. You know what I'm saying? You should have got Keith. He could have got Keith. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's a way to do it, and it's a way to do it right. And we all know that, like, men, we are attached to our hairlines. It's like our mane, like a lion. You have to have that. And if you feel like you need that, and once you start seeing things changing up there, don't wait. Do something about it immediately, okay? 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. He was 36, okay? The best way to prevent hair loss is to do something about it while you still have hair left, all right? Get treated from home. You don't have to go to the doctor's office for your hair loss prescription. Now, thanks to Keeps, you can visit your doctor online and get hair loss medication delivered right to your home. They make it easy and they deliver your medication every 3 months. So you can say goodbye to the pharmacy, the checkout lines, the awkward doctor visits. All of that is over with. It's a dub, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Of the only 2 FDA approved hair loss products out there, you may have tried them before, but you have never, ever tried them at this price. Keeps treatments typically take between 4 to 6 months to see results. So it is very, very, very important to act fast, because the sooner you start using Keep, the more hair you'll save. And I encourage you guys to find out why Keeps has more 5-star reviews than any of its competitors, and more than 100,000 men trust with their hair loss prevention medication. Keeps treatments start at just $10 a month. $10 a month is going to save his hair. All right.
Okay.
For a limited time, you get your first month free. That's right. You get the first month completely free. All you have to do is go to keeps.com/DIYS. Again, that's KEEPS.com/DIYS to receive your first month of treatment for free. Again, one more time. Listen up. Go to KEEPS.com. That's keeps.com/DIYS and try it out free for your first month. Starts at like $10 a month, guys. Listen, no reason why you shouldn't do this.
Keeps must be working like crazy. I literally see it all the time. I see advertisements, and yeah, I mean, I feel like when I was in music school, it was very harsh conditions. People weren't eating, sleeping, all that kind of stuff, and I started like thinning a little bit. I had afro at the time, and the stuff that I had, like the pills and stuff I had to take, it did not take 4 to 6 months. That's actually that's pretty fast, but. I'm down with Keeps. I feel like it's coming. I'm 31, but it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, once these start coming back here, woo.
Yeah,
it's coming. Young Keeps.
Anyway.
Shout out to Keeps, man. That's tight. The hair be important. We be catfishing women with our hair. on Zillow. On Zillow. This isn't very related to anything, but I just want to show that there's a weird thing going on right now. Let me share my screen. Rappers apparently can't dive like that. There it is.
Here we go.
The dive.
You thought he was finna kill it.
Bro, that had to be on purpose.
It better have been. It better have been.
Why are black people so afraid of the water?
Man, because a lot of us can't swim.
Why is that? We're so good at so many athletic things, but swimming just ain't one of them.
Bro, a lot of us, unless you were raised like Mississippi or somewhere near bodies of water, we wasn't really going in the water like that. Like, I tried the YMCA way with my mom. I think it starts you at like a tadpole.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I was a tadpole the whole time.
What is a tadpole?
That's just like the level that you start at. It's like a frog.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, like I never made it past the tadpole. I didn't trust water.
Well, speaking of tadpole, that's no relation. Florida man. I love me a good Florida man headline. Florida man pulls a gun on a driver who told him he had a small penis. Now this is interesting because I don't know how that would come up in regular conversation in the in an Uber. But yeah, Dustin Counds, 21-year-old Florida man, has been arrested after police said he pulled a gun on a driver who told him he had a small peenie. The alleged incident occurred on Halloween in Key West between Coons and a fellow man named Toby. Apparently, Coons revved his Jeep's engine while stopped in traffic, causing Keaton, who sat in front of him, to get out of his vehicle and confront the young man. It's alleged that Keaton told Coons, "You must have a small dick," which led to Coons to pull out his Smith & Wesson handgun, in action he told police he engaged in order to protect himself from Keaton, who abruptly approached his vehicle. Okay. I would only assume that, I don't know, maybe he has a small penis. What do you think? You pulled the gun out immediately?
Yeah, like, it's not even like a chick saying it to him. Not saying that would have made it better given the result, but it's like, why do you care if another grown man thinks that you have a small penis? Like, what's going on?
Like, no, I don't. Shut up. That's I mean, and if you looked at said Florida man, I could see him pulling a blicky out because of that. What is it about dick size that makes people so upset? Like, what it's I mean, I could see, if a girl was looking at it and making fun of it, I could see that upsetting you. But in regular conversation, people get really, really upset about that kind of stuff.
I don't understand any of that. Like, all of that is just ridiculous. Like, why risk your freedom, dude? People really don't understand how bad jail is. Like, listen,
it's so bad.
It's so bad. If you sleep through a meal, you just don't eat till that next meal comes. People will take your food. You get told when to go to bed, when to shower, when you get wrecked. Sometimes if somebody has done something, they will mess up the rec time for everyone. You won't get a chance to go outside. Like, jail's not fun. And people just do silly stuff to go to jail. And I just like, you didn't think that through. You couldn't have thought that through.
I remember ASAP Rocky was talking about his experience in jail, and he had to, like, I guess when you go to jail, you have to like fight a bunch of people in a row. And I guess during his little, jumping, I guess, he said that they were fighting and they were just in the bathroom slipping on semen. Have you heard that interview? You never heard that interview? Oh God, you have to watch it, because listen, the best part about that interview is he's sitting with ASAP Ferg, and it's obvious that he never told Ferg that story because he was just like, he was talking about fighting in the bathroom. He was just like, man, I beat his ass, got him up out of there. Niggas is sleeping on semen and shit, all this. And Ferg was like, wait, whoa, what? I'm sorry. Wait, what? So yeah, that was, and he said that with super straight face. Like, it's just New York prison shit. Just fighting, slipping on semen. Those are very, as I said before, harsh conditions.
Wait, wasn't he overseas when he was in jail? I thought he got arrested overseas.
He did. I don't think that's what he was that was the jail experience he was talking about. Maybe though, but I don't think, from what I know about Swedish prisons, it's very nice and clean. I think he was just talking about some American shit. But
I've never been to Sweden one. I have no intel on that one. But wow.
Yeah, if you look up Swedish prisons, it's actually pretty nice. It looks like a nice little apartment. Yeah. Not sure. Speaking of random attacks, did you ever watch Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yes, I just read about Rick getting beat up or assaulted. Like, why would you do that to him?
Moranis. Somebody randomly attacked the star of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Rick Moranis. Obviously, this happened in New York City. A homeless man was arrested on Saturday for randomly attacking actor Rick Moranis. 35-year-old Marquise Ventura, black guy, was spotted by a transit bureau sergeant in 96th Street and arrested him for last month's attack. Blah, 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 blah. He has more than a dozen arrests and was recently arrested for attacking a bystander at West 4th Street subway. I guess Rick suffered from small injuries, and his friend tried to intervene, but Ventura allegedly bit on the man's hand and then fled the scene.
Man, listen. When all
He
else
get bit by a homeless dude?
losing the fight, I will bite.
Yep.
That's what stops somebody in their tracks when you bite them. I've seen people fight through mace. I've seen people get shot and not realize it, but I ain't never seen somebody get bit and still keep going. You get bit, it's gonna stop you in your tracks. I don't know what it is about a bite, but that shit is different.
Getting bit by a homeless dude too, I would feel like I would turn into a homeless guy. I don't think that's how it works.
That's crazy. Drugs, woo. Sheesh. You hear me? Sheesh, I say.
Drugs. That's just so random. The only thing that's more random than that happened this week was finding out that former Bad Boy artist Shyne just got elected into Belize's House of Representatives.
Yeah.
What? This is the one that went to jail, right?
Yes.
For a long time. He has the Mandela story.
I remember when he got out, you know, they were trying to get him back into the music, and I think he popped in for a minute, but he was like, "No, I wanna do something different." And he went back to Belize, and he started running for politics, and everybody was laughing, like, "You ain't nobody gonna vote you in, bro. You're a rapper, and you just got out of jail." And lo and behold, here we go.
People, yeah. I mean, that's
where he's from. I love it.
That's pretty crazy. 14 years in prison because of the 1999 shooting involving Diddy and Jennifer Lopez. He was convicted of murder, assault, and reckless endangerment. However, he turned his life around after his release, and he announced his win and thanked his supporters for voting. He started his political journey by serving as Belize's ambassador of music. So he kind of got in with the music thing. And his father, Dean Barrow, served as the country's first Black prime minister. So his family is in politics. But yeah, that's really interesting.
Young dude's so funny. I was just about to say the same thing. Like, as soon as they announced he won, they was like, "Hit it. Whoa! Let's give it."
That was his song.
Let's give it. Whoa!
The saddest thing about that song, is that I don't know anybody that knows Shyne's part.
I know Shyne's part.
I don't know, like the everybody I know just sings that background. Like it's the only part of the song that matters.
Yeah.
But shout out to Shyne. That's just very random.
Bust and leave your fucking brain hanging. I was going in. It was a decent album, man.
Let's okay. One more thing. Wendy Williams. How you feel about her?
I'm not the biggest fan. But to be fair, I'm not a big fan of anybody that just like I feel like just incites ridiculousness and stirs the pot. Like, if me and Wendy Williams went to high school together, she would be that instigating chick that always like telling people, "I heard such and such said this about you. I heard such and such said this about you." It was like she's that's what she strikes me as, that type of person. She just messy.
Absolutely. Messy. Professionally messy. Every single clip that I see that goes viral of her is negative. And I hate that she has a popular show that's just that. And it's so weird. It's just like, I don't really know her demo. I'm assuming it's middle-aged women.
Bro, it'd be a lot of white women in the crowd, though.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of white women with the mess. They like that messy shit. These housewives ain't got nothing going on, so they need somebody's business to be in so they can talk about.
Who wakes up to watch this show and just, I got the tea? Like, the reason I bring this up is apparently a lot of people feel the same way that we do. She just went viral on a because she just randomly brought up China, and that she got a text, like a personal text from Black China, asking her to help her look for somewhere to live for her and her 2 kids, and which obviously is like shade room and gossip website gold, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also kind of it's very personal. It's very douchey thing to bring up, and with nothing else to say. Literally, that was the whole point of bringing it up. She said, this was Tiger's baby mama, Rob's baby mama, and she sent a text to me. I don't think it was personal because it didn't say "Dear Wendy," so I'm assuming it was a group chat, which I don't know. But that was the whole point of the story. She was just like, I don't know, is she homeless? She not doing too well. She's not getting um, uh, child support, and that was it. That was the story. And everybody, and obviously I went to the comments assuming everybody would be like, "Ooh, Black China broke," blah 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 blah. Nope. Everybody is thankfully talking about, like, I don't get it.
It makes no
I don't
sense.
get how I don't get how this woman has friends. And then she has her own shit going on. Like her like she just got out of rehab. Like it's
She just got a divorce from her husband.
wonder
He
why.
was like, they say, just a terrorist up at the studio trying to run a show, and nobody really wanted to work with him. And he was just uncooperative and nasty. Is Are some of the things that people use to describe him. So evidently he was abusive too, I think, and that's why Wendy and her son dipped, and then she was dating like some younger guy, something like that. I don't know, man. Why anybody would? I'm not gonna say what I was just about to say. I just like she's just not my favorite person.
Yeah, someone put a comment, if misery loves company was a person. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
I
I
just
just yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's time for a change, like to stop highlighting those type of people. Don't get me wrong, people are always gonna love drama, people are always gonna love gossip. I'm like it's so many other things that you can do with your time, man. Like
Mhm.
time is very finite. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, what do you want to be remembered for? Being an entertainer or just being messy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got no time to deal with the foolishness. I ain't got no time for all the games. I ain't got no time for people dragging my name through the mud. I'm gonna get out here, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do while I'm here, while I still have the time to do it. Because time is your most valuable asset, man. It is your most valuable asset. There are no continues, no resets, no startos, no redos, none of that, man. You get one shot at this, so make the most of your time. And you can keep amazing time by checking out Vincero Watches, okay? Right now, they are offering 15% off site wide on all products. Do you understand me? All products, no exclusions, everything on the site. That's sunglasses, that's wallets, that's bracelets, that's watches, free shipping on all orders, and the discount will be auto applied for everyone, meaning no coupon code will be required. Listen, a watch should be something that you look forward to putting on every day. Venturo is dedicated to the craft. They put the time and the effort into crafting timepieces so you can wear them day after day. Venturo creates exceptionally crafted, sustainable made modern watches, all at an affordable price. They offer free shipping, 30-day returns, and guarantee your watch for 2 years. This is why they have
Dang.
over 25,000 five-star reviews, because you won't find a better made watch for this good of a price anywhere else. Avoid the last minute shopping. We all do it. Okay. I'm guilty of it as well. Avoid that and all the stress associated with that, and order your perfect gift online right now. No code required. All right. Your discount will be automatically applied at checkout. Everything, again, is on sale, no exclusions, including the sunglasses, wallets, and the bracelets. All you have to do right now is go to venturowatches.com/scary. That's right. We still have our unique URL code. Go to venturowatches.com/scary, and that's going to get you 15% off
Woo.
on the site. Okay, 15% off everything on this site and free shipping. One more time, that's VenceroWatches.com/scary. SCARY.
Yeah, go get you a bust down.
Roll that
Get
bus
you a
down.
bust down watch. I love Vincero. I just like saying it too. Vincero.
Yeah,
Vincero.
big deal.
All right. Well, speaking of having limited time, Trump. I just wanted to touch on this real quick. Federal prosecutors assigned by Barr to monitor the election misconduct find no evidence of substantial fraud. So, all that apparently all the claims about it being a fraudulent election, stolen election, the people who were assigned by Barr to monitor, they said, nah, it seems like you're ready. And now it seems like Trump's like most valued aide is even being like, all right, bro, it's time to transition
Wrap it
to the
up,
next
B.
guy. Wrap it up, B.
Wrap it up, box.
Ah, I love it. But on the other side of that coin, sadly, Barack Obama said that he is not going to join Joe Biden's cabinet because Michelle would leave him. Uh, apparently, Michelle was not going for it. A lot of people were excited that maybe Obama would be back in the White House. Apparently, he spoke to CBS on Sunday mornings, Gayle King, in a new interview and said that he would help Joe in any way he can, but not as an official capacity as a cabinet member. He said he basically said he doesn't need my help. I will help him in any way that I can. I'm not planning to suddenly work on the White House staff or something. Then he joked, there are probably some things I would not be doing because Michelle would leave me. She'd be like, what? You doing what?
Mm.
So,
Bro,
but what? Hmm?
that man gave almost 10 years to this country.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 10 years of verbal attacks, the media slandering him, people making a mockery of his birth certificate, all of that, bro. All to try to make the states a better place to live and prosper. And you think he wants to go back in for another 4 years? Michelle
The
probably was
first
like,
black
"Yeah,
president.
that's what you want to do. Go ahead." He's like, "No, no, 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 no. I just need you to back me up on this
You know, you don't think the first black president is tired? he didn't go. That's like Kamala Harris returning after this presidency.
one."
No way. You know what she's about to hear? All the
No.
abuse, all the verbal abuse. Oh man,
All the
she gonna be like,
pictures
I'm good.
in the newspaper of satire cartoons and all the cartoons from other countries making him look like a monkey and all of that, bro. Like that shit has an effect on you. Like I just like it gets to a point where you have to separate yourself from the negativity as much as possible because it will have a negative effect on you, bro. I could,
Yep.
yeah, you're right. Chris Sullivan said he wore a tan suit one time. You remember when he
The
wore the
upset,
tan suit and
the
what
uproar,
kind of president wears this suit? Man, shut your
bro. He probably watched that like y'all have officially ran out of things to say about me. Like they were upset. They were like, "Oh, tan suit," and I low key miss the America when that was like our problems. You know what I mean? Because it was, I mean, there was bad stuff obviously happening, but I remember every CNN channel was just like tan suit, tan suit. A lot better than the whole kids being ripped away from their family. But I get it. He gave us hope. He gave us the first black presidency. He gave us a lot. Just chill. Barack Obama deserves to chill.
bro.
And people are saying that it could not even be Michelle. Some people, some people just use their girl
Yeah,
as
I
an
definitely
excuse.
got. Look at this. The world has feelings about Obama's tan suit. This was a whole thing. Multiple news outlets for the president, a change in wardrobe, and and his strategy too.
I don't even get it.
This is list of interventions needed. Ranked Obama's closet. Really, really, he got that suit at Men's White House. That was actually kind of funny.
Oh, okay, I was super slow on that.
Nothing says that it really think that President Obama means business better than a tan suit.
Wow. That is just, you are drawing, I don't know the phrase, something with straws. Reaching for straws? Oh,
Uh,
what's the phrase?
Grasping at straws,
Grasping at straws. What does that mean?
just reaching for nothing. It was. They just wouldn't let him be. They wouldn't let him just be. All he was trying to do was work.
I'm
Imagine
down for
working your
chilling Obama.
job every day, and every day they got something to say to you, attacking you. You can't even respond the way you really want to respond. You got to respond the political way. You have to respond the more
Oh,
mature way every day.
you have to take the high road every day because he would be completely warranted to be like, y'all talking about my tan suit? Shut the fuck up. He would be completely warranted. But then here comes a whole new wave of problems. The president cannot talk this way. It's just, it's really lose lose. It's really a lose
I can't
lose.
imagine the number of times he wanted to say, suck my dick or kiss my ass or I wish the fuck I would. Like, I can't imagine the times.
White people were waiting for him to be black. White people were waiting for that moment.
Oh, man, they couldn't wait to see Obama with a black and mild. If they would have caught that nigga with a wood tip black and mild, oh.
They'd be like, this is what happens when we let them run the country. Look at this. Do-rag in his head. Getting
his last like week in office, I can imagine him having like the backwoods is like dance of the shit, Robert. I'm getting the fuck up out of here.
That's hilarious. Licking. That's hilarious. Can't wait till that helicopter land. I'm up out of here.
Obama's bags were packed the last month. For an entire month, he was just living out of a duffel bag. Getting the fuck out of here.
You know who left with him?
Oh,
his wife. Ha ha, Trump. All right, just wanted to throw a little shade. No transition here. I want to talk about the Georgia woman. This is kind of like the Florida man, but just not as crazy. This is for everybody who likes Chick-fil-A. This woman might be a hero to you guys. There was a woman in Georgia woman, who was arrested after she pretended to be an FBI agent to get free Chick-fil-A.
Yo, I saw that headline, and I was just like, I can't right now. I can't deal with this right now. I can't.
What plan? I don't get, like you said, prison is scary, and the stuff that y'all be risking, like, okay, let's just go into this. So, a Georgia woman took things way too far and was recently arrested after she pretended to be an FBI agent to ensure she got some free Chick-fil-A. Her name was Kimberly George Ragsdale. She told Chick-fil-A workers in Dallas, Georgia, didn't know there was a Dallas in Georgia. She told them she was a federal agent and would have them arrested if they didn't give her free food. Now that's just not a good plan. That is just not a good plan. You will get arrested if I don't get a free nuggets.
Who's that hungry?
Also, there's no way that would be allowed if she was actually in the FBI. That still would have to break some type of policy. But yeah, she reportedly demanded free meals from the Chick-fil-A several times throughout the past week, culminating with her arrest. So she kept doing this at the same location. Okay. Her behavior made the restaurant staff suspicious, obviously, and they eventually contacted the police. When authorities confronted Ragsdale, who was 47, in the parking lot of Chick-fil-A, she allegedly told the arresting officers she was a federal agent and that her credentials were electronic. She's talking to the FBI like they ain't the FBI, like they can't just do a quick check. She said she didn't give up. She doubled down on it. I am in the FBI. However, my credentials are on my Instagram. I can't show you right now because they are electronic. She refused to get out of the van. And, eventually the officers threatened them, as they do, threatened her. And she got arrested. But my credentials are electronic, like that would ever work is the best. The best.
It always amazes me when people are, you know, older in age and they still do stupid shit like this. She's 47. Bruh, what are you doing? What are you doing at 47? Playing make believe outside with real people.
Make believe? You think she was in like an outfit?
I mean, if she's FBI, all she had to do is like have on a pantsuit. So I think she would wear a pantsuit and a white button up to like get that 8-piece.
But it feels like everybody in the movies or whatever, whenever you imitate an officer, the fake credentials are the first thing.
The badge.
So she was
do the little
right,
or have the badge on her hip. So all she has to do is like, pull her jacket back and you can see the badge. But the fact that you had to say it.
Well, the hilarious thing is that if your credentials were electronic, that would actually make them more like convenient to pull up. The only reason you would have to say that is like they're electronic, so I could literally get them anywhere as opposed to my physical one, which I left at home. So it's just not a good plan. This is just a bad plan.
You walk there, she's like, "Listen, I'm with the FBI." My phone.
That a napkin? Yeah, it's right here on my phone. So anyway, free Chick-fil-A. And that's the crazy thing. I don't know how much time she got. If it was just like she was charged with being annoying, or if this was like legitimate fraud.
Impersonating a police officer is a crime in itself. I don't know what it is for the federal officer. Let me see. Let's see. Whoever assumes or pretends to be an officer or employee acting on the authority of the United States or any department, agency, or officer thereof, and acts as such in such pretend character demands or obtains any money, paper, document, or thing of value shall be fined under this title imprisoned. That's 18 U.S. Code, weird sign 912. What's the penalty? Let's see. Penalty. Guilty. False pretense, overact, demanding. Does it show me? There are 2 possible offenses. Falsely saying.
Oh my God!
Why did just tell me what happens?
I just read the best part of this arrest story.
Go ahead.
Just real quick. Eventually, the cops are like, all right. They start arresting her, right? While being handcuffed, she allegedly began to talk into her shirt like she was talking to a radio, telling someone that we were arresting her and to send someone to Rockmart BD. She committed all the way, because once you're getting arrested, it's like, all right, this is done. She did the whole guys, you're gonna have to come to the
come on, come around. If you guys could just show yourself real quick.
What would that do? What would that realistically do?
Are you undercover? Are you undercover right now as a officer? What are you doing right now? So you can receive a fine and up to 3 years in prison for impersonating an officer or agent.
Wow. For free Chick-fil-A though too. That's the kicker. It's Chick-fil-A. You weren't even really getting a lick. If anything, you were saving $10 a day.
You gotta switch it up, Shawty. You can't keep going back to the same place trying to like run the same thing. It's like she kept doing it. It was like something smells fishy about this. Something just doesn't smell right. But
everything. Even the officer said that, no officer, no form of agent can demand free stuff. If it's given, it's appreciated. If it's discounted, it's appreciated. but there's no one who demands it, and especially not like threatening people. Like she really, really committed. Like you can only slightly respect that.
She did not think it all the way through, and it's just like, I mean, of course, something smells weird when you will continue to do this, and every time you come, you threaten people for this food. Yes, you don't think that's gonna raise some eyebrows? But the thing I'm trying to say is, like, if you're trying to raise some eyebrows and you're not trying to smell fishy, and you want to treat yourself for someone for this holiday season, you should check out Hawthorne. Okay, Hawthorne is a premium tailored personal care brand that's making it easy for guys to feel and smell their best. All right, you start with a quiz, very simple quiz. They ask you things like, what's your favorite drink? How do you like to spend your night out? Do you smoke? How do you think people view you when you're out? These answers are factored into results, and from that results, they will craft you a personal scent. Okay, it is amazing. I've taken it a number of times. Pat has taken it as well. You get two colognes. You get one for work and one for play, and it's amazing to have your own personal scent. Something that was really thought about, something that some time was put into to craft it and make it special and unique for you. The products that I have the shampoo, I have the conditioner, I have the
Nice.
candles, I have the both colognes, obviously.
You have a favorite?
Of what, the cologne or the candles?
Just all everything that you got.
They gave me some very citrus and light colognes. I'm very good with that because like I love the citrus colognes. Like that's my jam right there. What about you?
It's probably between the body wash and the play. The play one that I got, I think that was the more citrusy of the two, so I really prefer that one. But the body wash was surprisingly dope too.
Yeah.
I really like the body wash, and I like the packaging too. Of that like solid color is dope.
Yeah. It's clean. It's very clean. It's very sleek. And you could even build personalized gifts for everyone. Um, you can get them a gift card so they can take the quiz on their own and they can pick what they want, or you can pick them something. You can take the quiz for them if you know that person that well. Hawthorne is a fun and convenient way to get super high quality products tailored specifically for men. And Hawthorne takes all the risk out by giving you free shipping on your order and returns. So if you don't like
Okay.
they'll even retailer them based on your feedback. Okay. So you can get you a special holiday gift. And going on right now, if you go to visit hawthorne.co, that's HAWTHORNE.co, you can get a special gift right now for that person in your life. Make them feel amazing. Yeah, man, this is dope, man. Check out all the special holiday offers that they are offering right now. You guys will not be disappointed in that. They got a lot going on, so just head on over to the website. That's hawthorne.co.com and check out all the special holiday offers that they offer.
Nice. I love Hawthorne. That's the personalized quiz gets me every time because it's just like they really want to know you. It's like you get an interview before you get a new scent and it's like I like that. It's like interview me so I can know how to smell. I love that. You really care how I smell. I like that. All right. I say we end the podcast out with a couple scandal stories. What you think?
Good with scandal. I love a good scandal.
Scandals. All right. The first one is low key might be I don't know. Is this the worst one? There's some pretty bad ones, but this happened in Great Britain. The headline is British man reportedly drowns himself after wife flirts with another man on a butt dial. Yep. So, rest in peace. This is a dude named Gareth Rees, 49-year-old British man. He had a phobia of water, and he reportedly drowned after overhearing his wife, Claire Rees, flirting with another man on a butt-dialed call. It's noted that Rees suspected his wife was romantically involved with someone else, and the call only confirmed this suspicion.
So he accidentally butt dialed her, and from that he heard her flirting with someone else.
Okay. So apparently this dude had a millionaire friend of his, and who let him house sit in France. Okay, so he was house sitting his millionaire friend, who was, oh, excuse me, he was vacationing in France. So he was still in Britain. It says Rees received the accidental call from his wife as she held a, quote, sexually suggestive conversation with a new lover per an inquest. After the call, Rees decided to take a dip in his friend's pool despite his fear of water and not knowing how to swim. Once he realized that she'd shared her romantic talk with her husband, Miss Rees fled a lunch date with her new friend, Glenn Ryan. I don't know why they put his name in here, and rushed her to her house sitting husband to talk to him. On arrival, she found his alcohol filled and lifeless body in the water. It's weird how they described a suicide. They made it seem like it was on accident. They made it seem like he decided to take a dip, regardless of his fear of water.
Nah.
But I think he killed himself. And it says, here's the messed up part. In the inquest, she says, I feel really bad about it now, but my friends and I had joked earlier because Gareth had texted me to say he was going for a dip in the pool. He cannot swim. He hated water. He had a phobia. We thought he was joking. If the pocket dial had anything to do with his death, that is something I have to live with. I have had to make my peace with it. This sounds like someone who don't give a damn. She said, I feel really bad about it now, but we had been joking about it earlier. Then he said, if the pocket dial had anything to do with his death, that's something I have to live for with ever. And I've already made peace with it. She said, if me cheating was the reason for him killing himself, then yeah, that would suck. Ugh. The lack of response ability.
She checked out.
Done.
It did just start with this weekend, or with her lover. She had checked out for a minute, if that's how her response was to him dying. Side note, I just want to show y'all in real time. 7-Eleven just text me. Well, they just hit me with the joint. Sweet.
That's a long little message.
I feel great. Feels that. Yeah. About the love. Our retweet is getting. Wanted to see if we get your permission to boost the retweet.
Okay, that's the first step.
Yeah, they want to boost it, but I'm just like,
well, the contact is there. The contact is there. Well, think about it this way: they probably only saw the skateboard thing. You know, more than likely they didn't see this whole campaign with you and Kev. So I don't know. I feel like all of that was based off of the skateboard. So you might be able to whittle a little more out of that.
All right, we'll see. I'm gonna see what happens with it. We're gonna try to, get some talks going, if you will.
Just make sure you don't fumble the bag,
man.
Like this Latinx story.
All right, let's get into it.
This is a professional bag fumbler, and it wasn't even his fault. It was his wife's. So, here's the headline: former Google director resigns from school district after his wife tweets disturbing comment about Kamala Harris. So, a lot of things. First of all, this guy was literally the director of Google.
Humble the bag.
But former. Now he is the president of a local school board in San Francisco. Low key, reputation-wise, a little worse. Mm-hmm. But he had to resign because his wife tweeted a disturbing comment about VP-elect Kamala Harris.
Oh, wait, the wife did it, not even him.
Wife tweeted, so he resigned. But when you hear the tweet, good move. This is his wife, Meredith Phillips Venverlo. She tweeted, all she needs to do to be qualified. All she needs to be qualified is a black pussy. No brain needed. Now, if you look at who said this, very Karen-y vibes.
What's go crazy is like I would have expected him to say something like that before I expected her to say something like. He looks like he said shit like that on the low, but her, wow, you never know.
That is it backwards?
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I'm here. All right. Okay, this is wow, wow.
That's a lot, even for a white woman. Like, I feel like it's weird. I've always had this thing where I feel like middle-aged white women don't even say the word pussy, or they kind of just act like they don't even have one. But this is a lot. You gotta say some pretty wild stuff to make your husband quit his job.
Man,
Like that.
he knew he had to. He knew he had to step down.
Oof. I mean, I probably would have gone for the divorce first to make it seem like I didn't know she was like this, you know?
Right. It's kids
To,
involved. He still love her. He listen, man. Sometimes you mess up in a marriage. I don't think she was doing it just to mess. I really feel like people who are rich feel like the same rules don't apply to them. And she said that knowing that her husband was and her were well off, and she didn't think of the consequences associated with it. I really feel like that was it.
why? And people just be tweeting freely like Twitter isn't the most.
It's not a safe space, bro. Like this
This
is
is the most qualified FBI agent on earth. Like they gonna find what you said. They gonna find where you work. They gonna find your name, your family,
easy,
all that stuff.
easy. What are you doing? What?
It's a lot. It is a lot, but I'm glad she got caught. I'm glad there was a consequence. I don't necessarily agree with who it fell on, but who knows? That like you said, he probably still loves her. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. There's very few cases where someone in the couple or the relationship is like, I had no idea
Oh yeah,
my husband
they
was this
definitely knew.
racist. Yeah, they say N-word together all the time. I'm pretty sure. This is not the final story. I just kind of wanted to blow past these, but a lot of weird scandals involving sexual assaults because not only was the ex-cop that was involved in Breonna Taylor's death sued for sexual assault recently, which is like karma. Did you know that the Boy Scouts?
Yes.
You heard that?
Yeah.
74,000 people came forward to accuse the Boy Scouts of America of sexual abuse. 74,000.
Bro, that's a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot of people. And it's just like, I don't necessarily, I couldn't see a hoax going past 5,000, if that. And
it's some truth to that. I mean, because we've been hearing about these stories for a while now. This is, but like that number is staggering. It's astronomical. Like we didn't expect that.
74,000, and it's just like, what is happening? But it's just, it says, yeah, there are over 34,000 claims for damage filed as of this morning, and it dwarfs anything we have ever seen in the history of institutional child sexual abuse. This is the top. It says it far exceeds those who came forward to speak out against the American Catholic Church, which in my mind doesn't make it seem like a bigger scandal. It just seems like a less scarier scandal to go against.
Yeah.
But yes, 74,000. It says victims must file a money damages claim against the Boy Scouts in a federal bankruptcy court on Monday. Stuff you guys don't need to know. But it says that the minimum reported number was 61,000. Still an extremely large and disturbing amount of victims. But it's somewhere ranges between 61 and 74,000. They had previously only reported 12,000 before this development, which isn't a small number either. But yeah, there needs to be heavy investigations into this. Like, what is the? I don't know if this is dark to say or not, but I'm kind of grateful that Boy Scouts ain't really like a black thing, you know. I wasn't involved. Nobody I know really was involved. Like, that seems like a pretty weird and possibly
not necessary anymore. You know, like I don't necessarily think we need the Boy Scouts anymore, especially if that kind of stuff is happening.
No one
There's
needs
more.
Boy Scouts anymore. I don't even know how that got to that number like that. That's like it's crazy that they really were predators to these kids. Like they really preyed upon them and convinced them that what they were doing was not wrong, and no one like told. Like, yo, that's crazy. And those numbers,
No, $74,000 is not dollars. 74,000 cases is literally it needs like a nationwide investigation. Like we really need to crack this open because that is not that is not the move.
it's
And
not okay.
it needs to be shut down. Look, like I don't understand. Like I don't do kids need do you really want to risk your kid
Right?
having that happen to them over them tying a knot or learning how to use a pocket
Like you
knife?
said,
Like
like what's the need for it right now? Do we need it?
no, I think it needs to go. It definitely needs to go. I'm good. But real quick, just to end on a good note, uh, or a better note at least. Um, you know, Supreme.
Yeah, getting bought by Vans, bro. I feel like I could be wrong. I
That's
just
a
feel like
scandal in
it's about
itself.
to go down.
You said it's what?
It's about to go down. Like it's gonna lose its appeal.
You think Vans is
And I
or
think
Supreme?
Supreme is.
Oh, probably. But you know who don't care?
So,
The previous owners.
nah, bro, what they get 2.13 billion?
2.1 billion from Supreme. That's a streetwear brand selling for tech numbers. Billion?
Why would they care?
The parent of Vans and Timberland is buying the apparel maker with 12 stores and a cult-like following. Obviously, 2.1 billion, and they made this whole brand off of being hype beast, putting the Supreme on white tees overpriced, putting the Supreme on a bricks, putting the Supreme on a fire extinguisher, nunchucks, literally just racking up the whole exclusivity thing. And it's like, although I didn't really like Supreme because I went to the store a couple of times and it's hype beasty, like
Yeah,
the people who work there act like they're like too cool to help and just like, oh, I gotta work. I don't really like it. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect anyone who can put their brand on a brick and sell it for hundreds of dollars.
on a brick, Pat. On a brick. On a fucking brick, bro.
Not a, just a brick. Just a brick, building brick. Not a brick of coke, not a brick of anything valuable, just a building brick.
A brick.
But if anything, that should be an inspirational story. Like you can build anything and sell it for a crazy amount. So shout out to Supreme, man. I felt like that should be included in the scandal story because that I mean I'm not even gonna lie. The
They
people who
got a
made
brick
Supreme,
off with that.
they hit a lick. So
2.1 billion?
that number is
Bro, they
crazy.
don't never have to work again.
Nah, Supreme dudes are good. They good. I mean,
Okay.
they probably
You
were
know
good
what?
already.
You know what'd be crazy as fuck is if they start another clothing line like Supreme Two, and
Supremer.
all the Supreme Two, Supremer, and all the fans go over to Supreme.
That would probably work because their whole thing was like, I have Supreme and it's exclusive. You might be right. Once that Vans and Timberland, they start going like, yeah, Supreme, right, guys? People might be like,
Because
I'm going to
remember when
Supreme.
Tim started really embracing the hood, and they started doing like the patchwork Tims and the red Tims and all that, and then it got oversaturated. He was like, "What are y'all doing, bro?" Like,
Stop pandering. Like we came to you because it was dope already. Now you're just
yeah.
like, the blacks like it now, huh? All right, let's throw some
How about a
NBA
little
teams on
pandering,
these.
huh? How about some Kool-Aid colored Tims, huh? How about some green flavored Tims?
Give me my butters, B. Just give me my butters. Man, oh man. Well, yeah, like I said, that should be an inspiration, especially to anybody who's in apparel. Oh man, the hammering has started. This has been another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. We appreciate the Scary Squad. I know that this last little chunk had to not be live for you guys. But as always, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you sign up for the Patreon. Oh, they really going at it. Make sure you sign up for our Patreon. We got a whole bunch of exclusive content. We got the Chit Chat and Serial. We got the murder mysteries. If you like the conspiracies or you miss them, head on over to Patreon and we will hook it up for you.
All right, I'm Tahir Moore. We'll see you next time on another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Bye, guys.